They're off. Out in the middle of the racetrack, that's Mark Andrew. Coming away well was Colonel Skywalker. Getting off third as they look for position into that first turn. Goes French Tristina racing in fourth round the turn now on the rail. That's Doc's Devlin racing slightly wide. Colonel Skywalker gets that lead. Racing in second as they go to the 3/8 pole now on the rail. That's Mark Andrew, the quarter, 30 seconds. Into the 3/8 they go. The leader by 2.5 lengths is Colonel Skywalker. Racing in second to the clubhouse turn goes Mark Andrew. Racing in third by the stands on the rail. French Tristina up on the outside. Duo Moonlight comes on fourth. Driving from third there was French Tristina, the half mile, 1 2/5. They go to the 3/4 mile pole on the front end. The leader by a length and a half is Colonel Skywalker. French Tristina out there second, trotting third along the rail. That's Mark Andrew racing on the outside. Duo Moonlight going nowhere. They go to the 3/4 mile pole on the front end. The leader by 2 lengths is Colonel Skywalker racing in second position round the turn. French Tristina racing in third as they turn into the lane. That's Mark Andrew forced to go around a dead horse was What a Reputation. French Tristina on the outside gets the lead. Colonel Skywalker is still there. French Tristina on the outside. Colonel Skywalker on the inside. Colonel Skywalker, French Tristina, and Mark Andrew. They're off. That's Bring Home the Bacon with Sold on Gold, Sol Gold along the rail, coming away fourth as they look for position. Goes Pirate Dominique, and around the turn, Bring Home the Bacon gets the lead. Sol Gold is second, Sold on Gold hung third. Racing in fourth to the quarter, Pirate Dominique in fifth, Dreamy Victory on account of you is sixth. Pollywin Racing seventh, trailing One Hot Tamale, and Sold on Gold on the outside gets that lead. Racing in second, Bring Home the Bacon. On the move is Sol Gold third. Racing in fourth into the clubhouse turn goes Pirate Dominique. They go into the half mile mark. Sold on Gold leads. Sol Gold challenging second. Bring Home the Bacon racing third. In fourth after a half mile. Princess Dominique in fifth position now. That's Dreamy Victory. Out of six goes On Account of You. Sol Gold leads up on the outside to be second. That's Pirate Dominique coming on Account of You along the rail. Sold on Gold, final 3/8 of a mile. Sol Gold, 3/4 of a length. Pirate Dominique hanging on the outside. Racing along the rail, third. Sold on Gold on Account of You is fourth. They turn for home. The leader is Sol Gold by 2. Down along the inside, second. That's Sold on Gold on Account of You in the middle of the track. The leader is Sol Gold on Account of You, closing on the outside between horses. Pirate Dominique, Sol Gold in front, close for second. They're off. Out in the middle of the track, that's Roger Carr, but now from between horses, Racetrack Ricky gets the lead. Down along the inside, coming away well, was Andy Dandy, with This Time Only. They drive into that first turn up on the front end. Racetrack Ricky the leader. Andy Dandy racing second. This Time Only third. Roger Carr fourth. Fox Valley Classic is fifth. In sixth, that's Rusty Badger up on the outside to be seventh. As they go to the 3/8 marker now, that's Prize Brat. They drive into the half-mile mark. Roger Carr, pacing the storm, moves up to get that lead. Racing in second position, Prize Brat. On the inside, third to the half-mile juncture goes Racetrack Ricky. Moving up on the outside is Rusty Badger. They go off the half-mile pole in 1 2/5. Prize Brat on the outside gets that lead a length and a half. Racing in second position to the 3/4 mile pole, that's Roger Farr on the outside, moving up to be third now. Andy Dandy in fourth. Racetrack Ricky racing in fifth to the 3/4 mile pole, This Time Only. And around the turn they go. On the front end, the leader by 2 is Prize Brat. Racing in second, Roger Carr. They're in the lane. It's Prize Brat, the leader. Roger Carr out there between horses. In third is Andy Dandy. They're across the track. Roger Carr gets the lead. Andy Dandy is second. It's Roger Carr, Andy Dandy, and Racetrack Ricky. Hochstetler driving to What a Water, Jerry Longo. They're off. Mom's Predictor leaves well along the inside. What a Water came away second. Getting off third as they look for position on the far outside. Past and present between horses going with them. Powerful Force. Those two go for the lead on the outside. That's past and present along the rail. Powerful Force. They battle it out. They go off the quarter, 28 seconds, the leader by 2. Past and present, Powerful Force is second. Racing in third, Mom's Predictor, What a Water is fourth. In fifth, Fox Valley Rampage up on the outside to be sixth. Goes Uncle Murph. Along the rail, Anxious Brett, Raven Set is eighth and last. Into the half-mile pole they wheel, the leader by a length and a half after a half in 58 1/5. That's past and present up on the outside to be second, Mom's Predictor. It's past and present, the leader, Mom's Predictor, hustles up to be second. Down along the inside, third as they go to the 3/4 mile pole. Powerful Force, What a Water is fourth. In fifth as they swing round the turn, that's Anxious Brett, the 3/4, 128 4/5. They turn for home on a short lead as they turn into the stretch. That's past and present on the outside, What a Water. It's past and present, the leader closing ground, Mom's Predictor, What a Water is hanging badly. Past and present, Mom's Predictor on the outside. That's Mom's Predictor getting the lead, close for second. They're off. Fine start between horses. Lynn's Reply. Coming away, Mary Bar Chrysalie on the outside, Buckhanna Wolf. And now driving up, Bobby Brown Sugar. They swing around the turn, go over to the quarter-mile pole. Lynn's Reply a short lead. Mary Bar Chrysalie between. Looks like a stretch drive here the first time around. Going off stride there on the inside was Lynn's Reply. They go by the quarter-mile pole up on the front end. Bobby Brown Sugar gets the lead. That first quarter was 28 4/5. Mary Bar Chrysalie is second. Happy Rorty third. By Canna Wolf fourth. Racing fifth. Lynn's Reply on the outside. April Pale is sixth. Racing in seventh, Honeymoon's Over. In eighth to the half, Blazing Rorty. Far back, Misty Cole. Half and 58 1/5, and now that old Demon Reality is catching up with those two top horses. Under heavy urging, Mary Bar Chrysalie gets the lead. Bobby Brown Sugar would rather be someplace else at this juncture, moving into second. By Canna Wolf, moving up to be third. That's April Pale. Into the three-quarters, by Canna Wolf quickly up on the outside to get that lead. Mary Bar Chrysalie tries to go with her second, racing into third. Lynn's Reply, they're in the lane. By Canna Wolf, the leader. Mary Bar Chrysalie racing second. Lynn's Reply comes on third. April Pale is fourth. The leader by Canna Wolf on the outside. Lynn's Reply by Canna Wolf holding on. Lynn's Reply and April Pale.
Nearing the start. They're off and pacing. From between horses, Rich Tree away quickly for the lead. Far outside, Fox Valley Wolf drives up in a hurry. Rich Tree on a short lead. Fox Valley Wolf alongside to challenge second. Goodnight Moon out there third, coming away fourth into the first turn. Peppy Ranger. 2 lengths, Scuttlebutt racing in fifth. Another 2 to Tiger Shark. 2 lengths, Streak and Billy the trailer. To the quarter is Sid Sandman. Now from the outside, it's Fox Valley Wolf, your leader a length by the quarter, 28 1. Fox Valley Wolf on a short lead. Goodnight Moon now wants the lead and gets it. Goodnight Moon strongly into the lead by 2. Fox Valley Wolf racing second. Rich Tree in third. Scuttlebutt is the first to pull, moving up fourth. Peppy Ranger shuffled along the inside fifth. Tiger Shark on the move with cover to the half. Streak and Billy also on the move. Sid Sandman. They race into the half, and it's Goodnight Moon 3 parts of a length, 58 seconds flat. Goodnight Moon 3 parts of a length. Scuttlebutt right alongside second. They're hub to hub as they race into the three quarters. Tiger Shark moves up strongly third. Fox Valley Wolf getting the trip along the inside fourth. Sid Sandman is third over into the three quarters, racing along the inside. Rich Tree, Streaking Billy is on the move, and Peppy Ranger will have his work cut out from here. They race into the three quarters, and Scuttlebutt opens up by 2. Three quarters, 127 2. Scuttlebutt now opens up by 4. Tiger Shark tries to keep pace second. Goodnight Moon along the inside third. Sid Sandman moves out for the drive from far back. Peppy Ranger is coming on. Final eighth of a mile, Scuttlebutt by 2. Sid Sandman gaining ground between horses. Tiger Shark inside the 16th marker. Scuttlebutt on a short lead. Here comes Sid Sandman between horses. Tiger Shark. Sid Sandman in front, close for second.
Fields on the turn. They're off. Along the inside, Union Trouble with the Bunny Robin coming away third. Decision. Into that turn, Bunny Robin quickly up to get the lead. Racing in second. Union Trouble, a 2.5 length gap, finds Decision third. Racing in fourth, Falcon's Bambi, Brand New Duchess fifth. Tamrolinda sixth, Travel Notes, and Tyler's Star. They go off the quarter, 29 and a fifth. Into the 3/8 marker they go on the front end. The leader by a length and a half into the 3/8 marker is Bunny Robin, racing in second position. That's Union Trouble. Falcon's Bambi out there looking for cover. There's a little cover for him. There's a little cover. Into the half mile they go. On the front end, the leader is Bunny Robin. Decision hustles up to be second. The half mile marker, 1 minute and 4/5. Into the 3/4, Decision on the outside, Bunny Robin on the inside. They battle it out. Racing in third as they go to the 3/4 mile pole. That's Falcon's Bambi in fourth along the rail, and now Decision has had enough as they go to the 3/4. He takes out the back of the pack, including Brand New Duchess. They swing round the turn. Bunny Robin opens up a 6-length lead now. Racing in second, Falcon's Bambi. It's Bunny Robin, the leader. Falcon's Bambi closing on the outside. Bunny Robin leads. Falcon's Bambi coming in. That's Falcon's Bambi on the outside. Going to get there. Falcon's Bambi, Bunny Robin, and Decision. They're off. From between horses, that's Jet Arrow for the early lead. Coming away second along the inside as they look for position into that first turn. Goes Bear Bait, 3 deep. Lake Kills Tammy, and Lake Kills Tammy now gets the lead. Racing in second, Jet Arrow. In third is Bear Bait. Dropping in fourth after a quarter, Pacemaker. Racing in fifth position as they go to the 3/8 mark. That's Miss Market. Racing in sixth to the clubhouse turn on the outside, Springtime Sale. Red Hot Millie is seventh, followed by Sunraiser in the Comedy Club. They go into the half mile mark, opening up a 3-length lead now. That's Lake Kills Tammy. Jet Arrow is second, racing third to the backstretch. Bear Bait, the half, 58 seconds. Into the 3/4, they wheel on the front end, staying out there by 4 lengths. Lake Kills Tammy. Racing in second to the corner under, urging on the rail. That's Jet Arrow. Pacemaker moves up third, coming on fourth now with the rush to the 3/4. Springtime Sale racing in fifth position round the turn. Goes Bear Bait, Red Hot Millie is sixth. Final quarter of a mile, the leader Lake Kills Tammy racing in second as they turn for home. That's the Pacemaker. On the outside, third in the stretch comes Springtime Sale. Springtime Sale on the outside, Pacemaker on the inside. Springtime Sale looks like he's going to get there. Springtime Sale, Pacemaker, and Bear Bait. They're off. That's unmentionable for the early lead. Coming away, Toka's Pearl along the inside as they drive for position. Goes Iona Beth, and around the turn, Iona Beth leads. Unmentionable tucks in second. Toka's Pearl hung on the outside third, racing in fourth. Mystery General Iona Beth, the leader. On the outside, Toka's Pearl hustles up, and now Toka's Pearl gets the lead. Iona Beth is second. Coco D comes on third. Racing in fourth as they go to the 3/8. Unmentionable Iona Beth's out of second there to regain command. Toka's Pearl along the rail. That's Iona Beth, the leader. Toka's Pearl second. Coco D third. In fourth position, Unmentionable racing in fifth. Comes Mystery General. They go off the half, 56-3. They're Mo Dockin. Iona Beth ahead. On the outside, the challenger under urging Coco D. Toka's Pearl third. Unmentionable fourth. On the outside, Mystery General is fifth. Racing in sixth as they go to the 3/4 mile pole. Comes Transcendental, and around the turn, the leader by a head and shoulders on the outside. That's Coco D. Iona Beth is second. Toka's Pearl and Unmentionable come on. Now it's Toka's Pearl moving up to get that lead. Coco D is second. Unmentionable closing ground. That's Unmentionable on the outside. Coco D racing second. But it's Unmentionable, Coco D, and Midnight Tolls. Fields on the turn. They're off. Along the inside, that's Trunk with Stormy Onedin for the early lead. Coming away 3 deep, 4 position into the turn. Goes C Note Dancer, and around the turn, C Note Dancer has the lead. But now Stormy Onedin along the inside. Queens Park third. That's Trunk Racing fourth. In fifth, Fox Valley Jock. They go off the 1/4 mile, 27 4/5. Awfully quick. Into the 3/8 they go. Stormy Onedin, the leader. Racing in second position now. C Note Dancer racing third. Queens Park up on the outside to be fourth. To the half-mile marker goes Fox Valley Jock. Trunk is fifth, coming on to be sixth. Herman the German, B.H. Bunny, and Mikey the Mohawk. Into the half-mile they go, and they go by the half-mile pole. 58 3/5 on the front end. The leader 3/4 of a length is Stormy Onedin racing up to challenge second under pressure now. That's Fox Valley Jock coming on to be third as they go to the 3/4 mile mark. And around the turn they go on the front end. The leader by 3 lengths as they go to the 3/4 mile pole. That's Fox Valley Jock, the 3/4, 127 3/5. They turn for home. It's Fox Valley Jock, the leader by 3 open lengths. On the outside, closing ground second comes Herman the German. That's Trunk coming on third. Fox Valley Jock leads. Trunk coming on. That's Trunk on the outside getting the lead. Trunk in front. Fields on the turn. They're off. Fine start. 5 horses driving for the lead along the inside. Going for the early is Noteworthy Ideal. Cutie's Dixie came away. On the outside, ranging up, Gooseness Gracious. Racing in 4th to the quarter-mile pole, that's Jan's Miss Skipper. Perfect Weapon is 5th. Racing in 6th as they swing round the turn, Woody's Lil. They go off the quarter-mile pole in 29 seconds. The leader by 2.5 lengths, Gooseness Gracious. Racing in 2nd, Noteworthy Ideal by 3.5 lengths. In 3rd, that's Cutie's Dixie. Racing in 4th to the half-mile post comes Jan's Miss Skipper, and around the turn they go. Gooseness Gracious leads. Jan's Miss Skipper is 2nd. Noteworthy Ideal 3rd. Racing in 4th to the half-mile post on the rail, that's Cutie's Dixie. On the outside, racing in 5th, Woody's Lil. Under pressure, Jan's Miss Skipper gets the lead. Noteworthy Ideal have a go now. The leader is Jan's Miss Skipper. Noteworthy Ideal racing 2nd. In 3rd, as they go to the 3/4, that's Gooseness Gracious. Woody's Lil comes on 4th. Russian Beauty's 3 wide 5th. A tiring twosome on top. On the outside, Noteworthy Ideals on a short lead. Racing off stride there in the back was Baba's Bunny. In the lane, now off stride, Locked Wheels there. Noteworthy Ideal, the leader, racing in 2nd position. Comes Woody's Lil. It's Noteworthy Ideal. Woody's Lil racing 2nd. Russian Beauty is 3rd.